let's talk about how modern RevOps leaders can curate a delightful experience for their teams who are on the front lines, your AEs, CSMs, SDRs, and SCs. Assisting customers and prospects is joyful for them. Putting data in Salesforce is surely not. So here's how Rattle 2.0 solves it. Now, AEs can simply go to Rattle and see this amazingly clean interface that has their entire pipeline. They can make edits that are instantly updated in Salesforce. I can change views, say go from this quarter's pipeline to next quarter's, simple click, and my pipeline updates. Or add additional filters like only seeing new business opportunities while excluding renewals. And if while updating Salesforce, they run into a validation rule, Rattle will automatically prompt those fields in a pop-up, making it very easy for them. For managers, they can create views for each of their direct reports, which makes deal reviews a breeze. Now I know what you must be thinking. You must be thinking, okay, it's cool, but it's not revolutionary. You were promised revolutionary. All right, let's make this revolutionary. Now, as an AE, you can always go into this first view here called Digest. Digest has only those records that are out of compliance. No more trying to go into a view and see all the opportunities and all your records and figure out which fields you have to update at what point in the journey. It's all here in one place auto-magically. This particular digest is telling me, Sahil, you have 4 records that should be fixed. I need to fix the close date for Acme because it's in the past. I need to update the next steps for Tesla because it's past due. And I need to input my MedPig information for these 2 records. And here's the best part and my favorite part. Once I fix it, I hit inbox 0 and get this beautiful message. You no longer have to chase down AEs for updates. You're in full control, and Rattle will do the accountability work for you. This is what we mean by modern RevOps. This is curating an experience that gets you the data that you need while making a delightful experience for the sellers. Now you've heard me talk about it. Let's talk to Mark Gremben, an amazing RevOps leader at Abnormal, about his experience with Rattle's board and digest and what impact it has had on him and his frontline team.
Sahil, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you as well.
Thanks for having me.
So, Mark, you have been a Rattle customer for a few years now at this stage, and we've known each other for a few years.
Yep.
What I would love to do today is just to understand more about your experiences using the product and how it has impacted you.
At times, I really felt overwhelmed, right? Where you're constantly chasing after people. You could spend all day sending messages, chasing down, different updates, different hygiene issues. And Rattle was one of those tools that just kind of took that worry away and automated that whole process, that follow-up. On top of that, it consolidated the view from the salesperson's aspect, right? You're not just asking them to do something, but you're delivering the action to them in a very concise format. So it allows them to action that issue and resolve it really quickly.
One of the features of Rattle that you use a lot is Rattle Board. Can you talk a little about why use Board in the first place and how do you use it?
One of the things we noticed is that you can message somebody for a specific action, but those messages compiled create a lot of noise. Instead of just hitting them with multiple alerts right in a row, it would be really cool if we could just give them a place where they go and action those alerts. And so that's why Board's been really successful for us. It is that digest that the AEs can go to say, here are the list of things that I need to make updates to, and they know exactly what needs to get done. Have they identified the economic buyer? Do they understand who the champion is? Have they identified a pain?
What was the team's reaction when you rolled out Board?
They loved it. They absolutely loved it. I mean, 1, time saver. 2, again, you're taking away all the noise, right? So those individual alerts, and you're hitting them with everything at once.
Is there a reaction that told you that you deployed this in the right direction?
I think it was looking at the data and seeing the significant increase, the improvement of your data. And today, it's incredibly rare that an opportunity is missing a next step or that next step is out of date. We just make it so easy that, really the AE doesn't have a choice. They could go in and make the update, and they want to because that's reference material for them.
Looking at overall Rattle, What has been your CRO's perspective on you bringing in Rattle?
He loves it. I think Rattle has gone from being a productivity solution, something that's a bit tactical by nature, to a strategic solution for us.
A lot of people are skeptical. Budgets are difficult in this economy. What would you say to them?
So there's going to be a whole lot of time saved on the RevOps side. From the budget aspect, you're going to save a whole lot of money. Without Rattle, I would probably need to put a couple more people on my team. We would probably have to go buy a couple of tools to cover for what you guys are doing for us. On the sales side, it's visibility, it's productivity, it's enablement. That's a big use case for us. It's hard to put a value on that, but again, I would look past the tactical side of Rattle and see that this is a very strategic tool. I've told you before, Rattle's the Swiss Army knife of our tool stack.
Mark, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you coming down and having this conversation.
Thanks, Sahil.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.